I was able to receive the Legacy Award by Miss Boyd nominating me. Pretty much, it's a Student of the Year award.
Winner for Student of the Year. Lucky, will you please join me up here? Our winner for the Student of the Year award is Lucky Fredericks, this dapper young man to my left. This young man has an unbelievable story. Lucky's birth father left his family when Lucky was 8 years old. Soon after that, Lucky's birth mother, unable to care for Lucky and his siblings, abandoned her children. Lucky and his 9 siblings took care of each other. Eventually, they ended up at Mary's Place, a homeless shelter in Minneapolis. His older sister quit school for at least a year to take care of her younger siblings. The 8 siblings stayed, the 10 siblings. I know Lucky's for 4 years. I don't even know how many siblings he has, so it changes, I swear. Okay. Many of the siblings, there were 8 of them, the 8 siblings stayed at Mary's Place for about 8 months, after which they were put in the foster care system. Lucky remembers being moved from place to place, carrying his possessions in one plastic garbage bag. At one point, Lucky and his siblings ended up back with their mother, but eventually they landed in the home of the Fredericks family in Eden Prairie, who ended up adopting Lucky and 5 of his siblings on November 17, 2012. This family is extraordinary, and I must say that 6 of the kids were adoptable because they were 18 or younger, but they still took in the older kids too. I just had to add that. Lucky has been through an unimaginable childhood, but through it all, he has persevered and is one of the most thoughtful, kind, selfless, and motivated young men I've ever had the privilege to meet, and anyone who has met Lucky would say the same thing. When I talk and interact with Lucky, I can't believe what he has been through and what an amazing man he has become in the midst of it all. Lucky has held himself to extremely high standards and has made school a priority. Lucky has always done his best and worked hard to learn as much as he can and do whatever he can to keep his grades up, no matter what challenges he's facing. I remember Lucky telling me that, as a freshman, he walked over 6 miles from his family's home by the EP Mall to get to his choir concert at night. He didn't want to miss the concert because he loves to sing, and he didn't want his grade to fall. Lucky knew his parents had a lot going on, and he didn't want to bother them, so he didn't ask them for a ride. I have since learned that Lucky has done this walk many times to get himself to the high school for his important events, choir concerts, track practices, and even getting to school on mornings he overslept and missed the bus when most kids would just stay at home. Right? Lucky even told me once that he has run from his home to get to school because he did not want to miss any class time. Lucky has maintained an excellent 3.3 GPA. In 2nd grade, Lucky could not read at all. Now he is so proud that he earned a B- in his honors English 12 class. Lucky struggles in math, but he uses every chance he can to learn more and earn every point he can. Lucky has not wasted any part of his education, and he knows it is a privilege. He has made the most out of every opportunity afforded to him at Eden Prairie schools. His determination and drive are admirable. Lucky once told me that the Eden Prairie community and the people here have changed his life. I think he's changed the parts of Eden Prairie that he's been a part of with his character, class, and positivity in the face of adversity. Lucky is a positive role model for his peers. As a 9th grader, he was quiet, so quiet, and observant. Since then, he has worked on building his confidence in order to talk to others and get to know other kids. His sophomore year, Lucky made it a personal goal to get outside his comfort zone and get to know more people. He also has made it a point to tell his story in hopes that he will be able to encourage and inspire others to tell their stories. Lucky is deeply respected and appreciated by his peers. Lucky has made a plan for his future. He plans on serving in the military in order to be able to get a college degree. He wants to become a teacher. He wants to give back to kids and help them realize there's a way to get out of your situation, and that's through your education. He is a good friend, a giving classmate, a selfless and thoughtful student. I could think of no one else in my 11 years of teaching high school who is more deserving of such an award as this incredible young man. excited to say a couple words.
This is out of normal for me because usually I'm quiet. So
Yeah.
That's it. I think it's really awesome for all of you here, and also I just really want to thank God, my parents, siblings, and everyone who I've ever encountered, because everyone who I've ever encountered has changed my life, either good, positive way or a negative way. But it's just making me who I am as of today. It's actually funny, I'm wearing this getup because it's a reason why. And I usually do things for a reason. There's a reason why behind it, and I usually do things. This is the uniform that I'm wearing that Miss Boyd has all the 9th grade men wear. It was like Miss Boyd really helped me in my life too, because I was contacting her and always talking to her about stuff. If it wasn't, I would say a huge influence in my life. Like, sorry, I might cry after this. I don't really cry. I would say is my dad. She's great. Sorry. When I was in the hospital and I couldn't move, because I was there. And like when I couldn't get the message, always helped me. I relied on him to help him. Sorry. I relied on him, and he's changed my life. Because like Miss Boyd said, my dad, my biological dad, at the age 8, and I've only had male figures from my older brothers. And through it all, like, my father was the one who really showed me sacrifice and what it really means. He's changed my life for all I can think of. Who I am, I'm really giving to my father. And like, I know this, like, I would say this, I was a cold kid. I didn't know what love was. It was hard to see that through my father, my mother, and my siblings, especially my older sisters who have given so much for me. It made me more a passionate and compassionate child. I do things not only for myself, but for those who I can help. And that's why I do what I do. And a lot of people have asked me, how did you get this award? And I simply go, I just simply live life, because that's how we all live in life. We just simply live, and this is what we do. We get what we live.